Hey, welcome to the video. If you're a senior citizen who wants to learn about AI but has no idea where to start, this one is for you. If you don't know me, my name is Kevin, and I teach everything about AI on this channel. Now, before we start, this video is not for tech experts or for someone who already knows this stuff. This is for someone who has heard the word AI but has no real idea what it is. And honestly, that is completely fine because millions of people are starting with AI every single day. And the good news is AI is one of the easiest things to use that technology has ever given us. So by the time this video is done, you'll know exactly what AI is, how it works, how you can start using it today, answers to the most common questions people have, and how to protect yourself from AI scams. Let's get into it. Before I explain what AI is, I want to share something that'll make you realize you've already been using it. You know when you open Netflix and it says, "You might like this"? That's AI. Or when you're typing a text message and your phone starts suggesting the next word, you type "I love," and the phone already shows "you" as the next word? That's AI too. When you ask Siri or Alexa a question and they talk back to you, when your phone unlocks just by looking at it, when Google finishes your search before you even finish typing, all of that is AI. So my point is this: AI is not something new that suddenly showed up. It has been quietly helping us for years. Now that you know you've already been using it, let me tell you what it actually is. And I'm going to keep this as simple as possible. AI stands for artificial intelligence. And don't let those words scare you. All it really means is a computer that can think, learn, and talk like a human being. Think of it like this. Imagine you have a neighbor who has read every single book, newspaper, magazine, and article on the internet, and he's available 24 hours a day. Whenever you have a question about anything, you just knock on his door, and he always has an answer for you. That neighbor is basically what AI is. And the best part? AI never gets tired, never gets busy, and is always available and happy to help. When you talk with someone about AI or watch videos on it, you're going to hear three words come up again and again: LLM, generative AI, and agentic AI. Let me explain all three in the simplest way possible. The first one is LLM, which stands for Large Language Model. That sounds complicated, but all it means is the brain behind AI. It's what makes AI so smart. Remember that neighbor who's read everything? That's the same idea. It's a computer that's been trained on a massive amount of data and has information about almost everything, which is what helps it understand your questions and talk back to you like a real person. The most common example of an LLM is ChatGPT. The second word is generative AI. This one is simple. It means an AI that can generate or create things for you. It can write a letter, a poem, or a birthday message. It can even create images and videos. So whenever you hear generative AI, just know it means the AI that creates things based on what you ask for. The third one is agentic AI. And this is the newest. Agentic AI doesn't just answer your questions. It actually takes action for you. Think of the difference between a friend who tells you how to book an appointment versus a friend who just goes ahead and books it for you. That is agentic AI. Now you know what all three of these mean. But these are just concepts, not something you can open up and directly use. Think of it like electricity. Electricity is a concept, but you need a lamp or a fan to actually use it. AI tools are like that lamp and fan. They take this technology and put it into something you can actually interact with. Let me introduce you to some of the biggest AI tools out there, and there's a good chance you've already heard some of these names. The first one is ChatGPT, made by a company called OpenAI, based right here in California. Then there's Gemini, built by Google. Yes, the same Google you use every day. And another one gaining a lot of popularity recently is Claude, made by a company called Anthropic. There are also a few others: Perplexity, Grok, DeepSeek, and Microsoft Copilot. For today, we're going to use ChatGPT, simply because it's the most popular and the easiest for beginners. If you prefer a different tool, that's totally fine. The basics work pretty much the same across all of them, and you can still follow along no matter which one you choose. I'll share my screen and we'll go through this together. First, go to your browser and type in chatgpt.com. Once you're in, you'll see a few options on the left, something in the center, and in the top right, two buttons: Log in and Sign up. If you're using it for the first time, click Sign up. You'll see three options. I'll select Continue with Google, choose the account I want to use, provide the necessary permissions, enter my basic details, and done. Once you're in, this is how ChatGPT looks. On the left side, you've got a few options we'll cover as we go. In the center, it says, "What can I help with?" And there's a box below where you can type and ask anything. If you chose Gemini or Claude instead, they look almost identical, so everything I'm showing you will still make sense. There's also a little microphone icon right here, which lets you talk to it instead of typing. And down at the bottom, you'll see 3 shortcut buttons. Don't worry about those right now. Let's start with something I think almost every one of you is going to relate to. You know those letters you get from Medicare or your insurance company, full of confusing words, numbers, and codes that make absolutely no sense? Let's ask AI to help us with one of those. I'm going to upload a picture of that kind of document right into the chat by clicking the plus icon, then add photos and files, selecting my document, and simply asking it to explain this to me in simple words. Then I'll hit send. By the way, what we just did has a name. It's called prompting. Every time you type something to AI, you're giving it a prompt. So the next time someone says prompt or prompting, you'll know exactly what they mean. Okay, look at this. The very first thing it says is, "This is not a bill." And that line alone is worth everything, because that's usually what scares people the most when a letter like this shows up. Then it tells me this letter is just a summary. It's showing me what medical visits I had, what the doctor charged, what Medicare agreed to pay, and what I might still owe. 4 simple things. That's it. It then lists out my basic information: name, Medicare number, address, date of birth, and the time period the letter covers, just so I know this is actually about me. Then it breaks down the table. I had 4 things done: a blood pressure checkup, a diabetes blood test, a cholesterol test, and a knee x-ray. For each one, it shows 3 numbers: what the doctor charged, what Medicare actually approved, and what I might owe. And it explains why those numbers are different. The amount charged is what the doctor billed. The Medicare approved amount is what Medicare actually allows, which is usually less. And the "you may be billed" amount is my estimated share. It even tells me I might not owe anything at all if I have a supplemental insurance plan. It also reminds me of 2 important things. 1. This is just a summary, not a bill. 2. If I ever think Medicare made a mistake, I have 120 days to file an appeal. Then it even does the math for me, adds up everything I might owe across all 4 visits and tells me the total, which is around $38. And right after that, it reminds me this is only an estimate. I might owe less or even nothing if I have supplemental coverage. And it wraps the whole thing up in 1 sentence. This notice is Medicare telling you, "We processed these claims. Here's what we covered, and here's what you may still owe." It is not asking you to pay right now. A letter that would have confused me, maybe even worried me, just got explained in a way that actually makes sense. No phone calls, no waiting on hold, no asking my kids to help. You can do this with insurance forms, bank statements, a confusing recipe, or instructions for a new gadget. Anything that feels confusing, just ask AI to explain it in simple words. Let's try something different now. You know how sometimes you want to write a nice message for someone, but the words just don't come out the way you want? Let's see if AI can help with that. I'll click New Chat to start a fresh conversation and type, "Can you help me write a birthday message for my granddaughter Jenny? She's turning 16. I want it to feel warm and personal, not too long." Send. And just look at this. In seconds, it wrote a really sweet message. It used her name, talked about her growing up, and even signed it off for me. Sounds like something I would have sat down and written myself. Right below the message, it gives me a few quick options. Make it more humorous, more emotional, or add a shared memory. Let's say I want something more fun and playful. I'll click Make it more humorous. Same birthday message, now with a little humor sprinkled in. The joke about the fast forward button, the line about rolling her eyes at the adults. That's exactly the kind of playful tone a grandparent might want. And I didn't write a single word myself. Now let's push this even further. I'll ask, "Can you make a birthday card for it?" Here, pay attention. Whenever you want AI to create something visual, click the plus icon and select Create Image. It'll show up with your message. Hit send. And wow, it created an entire birthday card. Flowers, hearts, her name right there, the whole message laid out beautifully. You could genuinely print this out and send it straight to her. And this isn't just for birthday messages. You can use it for a thank you note, a caption for a photo, an invitation for a family get-together. Anything you want to create, AI can help you do it. Let me quickly show you a couple more things. If you click the plus icon, you'll see a few options pop up. Add photos and files. Lets you upload a picture or document, just like we did with that Medicare letter. Create image. Lets you make a picture, just like we did with Jenny's birthday card. Web search. Let's ChatGPT go and check the internet for the most current information. Great for things like today's news or the weather. And deep research, used when you want a really detailed report on something. You don't need to remember all of these right now. Just know they're there whenever you need them. Over on the left side, New Chat starts a new conversation. Search Chats helps you find something you asked before. And Library keeps a history of everything you've ever asked, so nothing ever gets lost. There are a few more options like projects, apps, and codecs. Think of those like the advanced settings on your TV remote. They're there if you ever need them, but you don't have to touch them to enjoy the show. Now, I want to answer a few questions and worries people usually have around AI. Am I too old for this? Absolutely not. The number of people using AI above the age of 50 has almost doubled. Right now, millions of people in their 60s, 70s, even 80s are opening up ChatGPT for the very first time, just like you're doing today. Not because someone forced them to, because they tried it, liked it, and it made their life a little easier. You are not too old. Is AI spying on me? Let me be straight with you. When you type something into any AI tool, that gets stored in their system. But here's the important part. You are in control of what you share. It only knows what you type into that box. Treat it like you would treat any stranger. You wouldn't hand a stranger your social security number or bank details, right? Same thing here. Keep your conversations general. Never type anything deeply personal like passwords or account information, and you'll be just fine. Is AI always right? Can I trust everything it says? Honest answer, no. AI is incredibly smart, but it's not perfect. Sometimes it may give you outdated information. So the rule is simple. AI is great for everyday things, but for anything serious like a medical decision, legal advice, or a financial choice, always double-check with a real professional. Use AI as a starting point, not a final verdict. Do I need to pay for it? No. All AI tools have free versions you can use without paying a single penny. There are paid plans with extra features, but you don't need any of that to get started. Now, I want to talk about scams. I'm not saying this to scare you. I'm saying this because I genuinely care about you and want you protected. The first scam is voice cloning. This one breaks my heart the most. Scammers today can use AI to clone a voice perfectly using just a few seconds of audio. Here's how it works. Your phone rings, you pick up, and you hear a voice that sounds exactly like your grandson or granddaughter, crying, panicking, saying they're in trouble. It sounds exactly like them because AI made it sound exactly like them. Then another person gets on the phone claiming to be a police officer or a lawyer, asking you to send money immediately. This has happened to thousands of families across the US. Here's what you do. The moment you get a call like that, no matter how real it sounds or how scared you feel, hang up. Then immediately call your grandchild directly on the number saved in your phone. If there really is an emergency, you'll find out right away. The second scam is the fake bank or government call. Someone calls claiming to be from your bank or from Medicare and says there's been suspicious activity on your account and they need to verify your information right now or your account will be frozen. That urgency is their weapon. They want you to panic so you stop thinking clearly. The rule here is simple. No real bank, government agency, or Medicare office will ever call you and ask for your personal information over the phone. If you get a call like this, hang up and call your bank directly using the number on the back of your card or on their official website. Here's something practical I want every one of you to do. Sit down with your family and agree on a secret code word. Just one simple word that only your family knows. If you ever get a call from someone claiming to be a family member in trouble, just ask, "What's the code word?" A real family member will know it immediately. A scammer will not. That one little word could save you tens of thousands of dollars. And here's something you'll love. You can actually use AI to protect yourself from scams. If you ever get a suspicious email or a weird text message and you're not sure if it's real, just open ChatGPT, paste the message in, and ask, "Does this look like a scam?" It'll go through it and tell you exactly what looks suspicious. AI fighting back against scammers using AI. Okay, we've covered a lot today, and I'm genuinely proud of you for making it this far. A lot of people hear the word AI and immediately close the tab. But you stayed and you learned. And that says everything about the kind of person you are. Someone who is still curious and open to new things. Now just open any AI tool, type one question, and see what happens. That's your only homework. You don't need to master everything right away. You just need to start, because starting is always the hardest part, and you're already past that. If you have any questions at all, drop them in the comments below. I read every single one. And if this video added a little value to your life, please like it, share it with your friends and family, and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.